Hey guys, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy Daily Review. Today is September 15, 2022. This video is the second video of our daily review in order. And as you see here, pretty much what's happening is what we talked about in the last video. So we had this is the daily chart. We had a breakdown. We had the price. Our goal was to come into this imbalance here, into this daily imbalance in between this low candle and the high of this candle. And at first, let me zoom in a little bit. At first it tapped and rallied off, hit this 50, came into this supply block, mitigated more of this candle, generally about 50%. Then we never closed above this open of the candle, right? So that's more confluence. So price came down, that day was over. Then this day opened, came down, took out the liquidity underneath here, tried to balance more of this imbalance, but it didn't do that great of a job. So when it came back up and then closed the next day, we either had an option of going higher to balance this price more, or to go into a supply block here, or even take out this high, which I mentioned I didn't expect it to come this way. So right now it's kind of like when it came down, it's starting to range, we call it. So it can range and then come back up, or it can just really fall because it's getting to an area where it's becoming critical, as we discussed in the last video. We have this low of the year of 2021, and then we have equal lows with this low and then this low perfectly touching. So that's what that is. So that's meaning that's going to be a lot of sell liquidity underneath, right? So the algorithm, the objective is to continue price lower and taking out all these investors here. So present moment, as I mentioned, what happened is came down, took out these buy orders, came back up. Now it was going to either have a chance to mitigate more. Generally it'll spike up just a little bit higher, but it really came into an equal high with this previous day candle, which I'll break it down in a 15-minute candle, 15-minute time frame soon. And then after that, what did it do? It came down. So today's candle is this one. This is the new candle for today, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Everything's Eastern time. So it came down and broke this structure, took out these buyers, and then closed, and then opened up, and it actually gapped on another chart, but for now you'll see it opened up and then it just came down. So what did it do? It accomplished balancing the price in this imbalance. So a couple options, as I mentioned in previous video, it's either going to come and take this low out, and keep going, or this could be a very huge demand block, okay, which I'll even draw it. It's possible, I mean, anything can happen here because this is very interesting times that we're in. But price now can come into this demand block right here and then rally up here. So we'll see what happens, but price is following as we suggested, coming down, filled this imbalance, coming in now, and we're going to see what happens in the following days coming. As far as me breaking this down on a 15-minute, you'll see today's activity was very sloppy, very sketchy. So we woke up to this today. Pretty much we woke up to this, price started coming down. So this was already established here. See these equal lows here? This tapped, took that high. So the objective was sort of accomplished. Once it hit that, it rallied down. Then it took out this low. The objective, remember, lower time frame, it was to reach this daily imbalance, the top of it. So that we always knew that was the goal. And you notice it's not making any higher highs. It's not breaking this level. So what did it do? Came down, rallied up, not making higher highs, playing around, consolidation. This is London time zone. Then we're getting in to New York, about right here. Price came down, took out these lows, balanced some of this price, rallied up. Look what it did. Smacked the exact same level as that, right? Previous high. So it never broke. Now, most people, and I would also think that since it's so clean, that these highs are so perfect that there's so many people now having buy stops above here, that the problem is there's a lot of liquidity here, and we expect price to kind of at least tap into it, and it didn't. So it was manipulating all day, and then you had this. So once you hit this equal high, came down, broke, came down, broke, came down, took out these lows, maybe balanced some price in here, manipulated, went all the way back up, didn't even break, so it made technically a lower high. So it's a failed high, all right? And then it shot down. What's the goal though? If it's not coming up, well, if it's going down, our main goal is the daily imbalance again, which is down here. So rallied down, look, smacked that liquidity, took out them. As soon as it did that, I had a little miniature buy program. Went in to this supply block, came in, mitigated the rest of this price, left this open, and left all this open, right? And then candle opened up for the new day, broke down, and it immediately fell down and went into this imbalance. And this is where we are right now. But as if I zoom out, you see, look how perfect that is. So I'm going to go back to the daily just so you can understand that it is very, very possible that once we get into this demand area, mitigate some of this price, maybe take out that low or just that low, I'm expecting to at least tap into all these equal highs that I just showed you previously. All right, so that's pretty much it. I hope this was helpful. Talk to you later. God bless. Take care.